Hi, Verbling. My name's Michaela. I'm from Phoenix, Arizona. And today we're talking about unsolved mysteries. We'll be having some discussion, reading a little bit, and then talking about vocabulary from the sections that we read, and some idioms too. Artur, welcome to class.
Thank you.
All right. So let's get right into it. We have some warm-up questions for discussion. And I'll screen share for anyone out there who needs the notes. So our warm-up question is, what genre of books and movies do you enjoy? Do you read mystery novels? What do you think, Arthur or Artur?
Well, I enjoy adventure, science fiction books.
I love science fiction.
Yeah.
Very interesting genre. And do you know any unsolved mysteries? Number 2. Can you think of any unsolved mysteries?
What do you mean by that?
Something that still isn't totally certain, like maybe UFOs or ghosts, some kind of sighting of a wild animal.
No, I don't. I don't think.
You don't know any unsolved mysteries yet? We're
Everything
gonna
is
learn.
pretty clear.
Yeah, we're gonna learn about a couple today and talk about them. So
Okay.
hopefully you'll get a couple. Jarek, welcome to class.
Hi, teachers. Thanks. Glad to be here.
Hi, Jarek. It's nice to meet you. I think this is our first time together, right?
Yeah,
Excellent. Well, where are you from?
I'm from China.
Awesome. It's nice to meet you, Jarek. I'm from Phoenix, Arizona.
Oh, nice to meet you too.
All right. Stephen, welcome back. Good to have you again.
Hello, teacher.
Hey there. Good to have you for your second class of the day. All
Yes.
right. Tony, welcome to class.
Hi, teacher. How are you?
I'm doing very well today. Relaxing a little because it's Sunday and teaching plenty, so it's going to be a good day.
Great.
How's your weekend, Tony?
Uh, it's okay. Um, I also I am relaxing. I'm studying a bit, so it's okay.
Awesome. Relaxing and studying. Good combination.
Yes.
All right. And Anatoly, welcome to class.
Hello, thank you.
All right. So we're starting with our notes today, and we have a couple warm-up questions that I was just talking about with Arthur. And I'd like you guys to answer them as well. So Anatoly, will you go first and tell us what genre of books and movies you enjoy? Start with that one.
I last time I prefer to watch easy watching, if I can use this expression, movies like comedies, adventure,
Okay,
etc.
something where you can relax your brain a little bit.
Yes, yes.
Easy watching,
In the
like
past,
something where you don't have to
I
think too
like
hard.
yes. In the past, I liked thrillers and horror movies, but I changed my habits.
All right. Do you know any unsolved mysteries?
Well, something is wrong.
Tony?
I can't hear you well, and people are dropping. I think there is connection problem.
I'll usually start
Hello. Can you hear me?
Yes, I.
Oh,
You?
something happened. Yes, yes, I can hear you.
Okay.
I switched my internet channel. I thought it was my problem.
No, I think that Ferrite has some
Yeah,
problem.
but so I class. We have students. Are you there? Yeah.
For me, your voice is broken up, breaking up.
Get introduced as new students and then we'll just who me I don't know I never met you so you're but it would be the mic box the top of your it should be up and
Mm.
okay. So I think there's a Google problem today. I just got kicked out again. But my signal's good, so hopefully it's
Well,
not something that
now I
lasts.
can hear you well.
Okay, excellent. Maybe all the
Probably
problems are
understand
over.
you. If they can confirm.
Awesome. I'm so glad that that got resolved because it's frustrating when there's problems like that. All right. Warima. Am I saying your name right? Warima?
Yeah, sure. How are
Can
you?
you say it for me so I can understand how to say it?
Yeah, Varima.
Warima. Warima. I'm so sorry if I pronounce it wrong. I'm sure that I'm going to pronounce it badly, but I will do my best.
Alright, it's
It's
okay.
nice to meet you. Where are you from?
I'm from Thailand.
Awesome. Good to have you here, and I love your cute little picture.
Thank you.
Okay, and Poom, are you there? Looks like you figured out how to unmute yourself. But I still can't hear you.
Oh,
So,
okay. It was me. Could you hear me
so,
now?
yep, I can hear you perfectly now. Hi, Poom.
Hello, sure.
I think this is my first time meeting you as well, right?
Yes, that's why.
Where are you from?
I'm from Thailand.
Oh, cool. Look. Yay. Well, it's good to have you with us. And Aka, welcome to class. This is definitely not your first time here.
Yes, first time for today.
First time for Sunday, right? Okay,
Yeah.
cool. Well, I'm glad you're here.
Thank
And Adela, welcome.
Hello, Michaela.
Another Verbling addict.
Yeah.
Good to have you with us, Adela. All right.
Okay.
I put the notes in the chat box again for anyone who hasn't had an opportunity to open them, and I will screen share as well. And right now, we're still trying to get through our warm-up questions, which we're going to go through quickly. And I'm going to start with Warima. Will you tell us what your favorite book or movie genre is?
I love I Am Sam movies.
Oh, those are funny. So that's your favorite kind of genre, movies like that?
No.
What's your favorite genre?
John. Sorry, I don't know him.
Huh?
John?
If you look at this question, the word is genre. And can someone define that word for us? Can someone help him understand what genre means?
Yeah. Genre means kind of category. What type of movie or type of...
Exactly. Thank you, Aka. So what's your favorite category of movies, like comedy or romance or drama?
I like comedy and action.
Great choices. And do you know of any unsolved mysteries from your experience in the world?
No.
No, I think you probably do, but we'll get to talking about that in a little while. Tony, I don't think you've answered yet. What's your favorite book and movie genre?
I like comedies, action movies, and movies and books about finance. That's all. But
Cool.
If a movie is beautiful, whatever genre, it's okay.
All right. And do you know of any unsolved mysteries?
In Italy, I think we have a lot of unsolved mysteries about mafia, terrorism. So,
Yeah, definitely. Good point. Can you think of any specific ones, like mafia unsolved mysteries or?
I think one about a famous. Have to check a moment the word for moment.
Huh?
Magistrate called Paolo Borsellino, who was killed, and his notes disappeared.
Ooh.
So this is
Very cool. Unsolved mystery.
yes.
Thanks. Poom, How about you? What are your favorite genres, and do you know of any unsolved mysteries?
I love mystery movies, but I love fantasy books.
Fantasy. Those are cool.
Yes, fantasy books, but mystery movies.
Ah, awesome. So, do you know of any unsolved mysteries?
Triangle Bermuda.
Ah, Bermuda Triangle. Yes, that's a great example. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Jarek, tell us what your favorite genres are and any unsolved mysteries that you know.
I like mysterious books like written by Jim Brown, like Angel and Demons, and I
Ooh.
think it film a movie and think, and also the mysterious thing. The one said before is the Triangle Zone.
The what? The triangle?
Triangle Zone.
Yeah. The Bermuda Triangle.
Yeah.
Awesome. Good one. Thanks, Jarek. And Arthur, you already went, right? You already told us, I think. And I think Anatoly as well already went.
I'm here.
Okay. How about, but you already went, right, Anatoly? You already told us?
Yes. I explained that my preferring genres were comedy and adventure.
All right. Thank you. Aka, will you tell us your favorite genres?
My favorite genres book, I don't like novels so much, so documentary, sociology, or such kind of book, or psychology. These are my favorite book. And talking about movie, I like comedy, sci-fi, dramas. Yeah.
All right. And do you know of any unsolved mysteries?
Nessie in Scotland.
Good one. And what is that? Can you explain it for people who don't know what Nessie is?
A kind of the dinosaur-like creature, and people often found saw that creature, but nobody has not confirmed yet whether it is truly exist or not.
Yeah. Interesting. All right. And Adela, tell us your favorite book and movie genres.
I like all movies, all types of movies, but I like in the for example mystery genre. I like Hitchcock. I think the movies are interesting, and the classical movie they are a special movies. I like The First Man, the Orson Welles. I like Halcón Maltese. I don't know the name in English. The Humphrey Bogart. I like the classical mystery.
Awesome. So you must know of some unsolved mysteries. Can you think of any? Adela? Adela, what are some unsolved mysteries you can think of? Whoops. All right, Adela, I can't hear you anymore. So I'll come back to you if your signal gets better. And in the meantime, we're going to read some unsolved mysteries together. And I'll break them up into different parts, so hopefully everyone gets a chance to read. This first section, I'm going to ask Warima to read for us, the highlighted part.
Okay. Verney's manuscript. This 240-page book, known as the world's most mysterious manuscript, is written in a strange language or script that has yet to be deciphered. Deciphered. Adding to the document's mystery, its pages contain odd diagrams and drawings of plants that do not match any species known on Earth. The manuscripts. Oh, it's okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep,
sorry.
that's good. I'm going to ask the next person to read the second half, and that would be Tony. Can you read the second half for us? Whoops.
Yes. The manuscript's author is unknown, and carbon dating indicates it was made between 1404 and 1458. Some theorize that the manuscript was a pharmacopoeia, a book containing a list of drugs and the use of medieval medicine. The pictures of herbs and plants also suggest the book may have been used for alchemy. Most theorists doubt it to be a hoax given its name.
Thank you very much. Oops. So, do you guys have any questions from vocabulary on this particular paragraph?
Decipher.
Decipher. Does anybody know a definition for the word decipher?
Yes, decrypt. Or decode.
Decode, good synonyms, yeah. So, to make something understandable, to decode, to learn the secrets of something so that you can understand it better. All right. Any other vocabulary questions from this paragraph?
Hoax.
Hoax.
Yes.
Good one. Does anyone know a good definition for the word hoax?
It's not a lie.
Yeah, a kind of lie. What else? Nothing else we can add here?
Made up?
All right. Yeah, made up. So some kind of, it's like a lie, but it's a very elaborate lie. So a hoax would be some kind of trick you're playing on other people. Like you intend them to believe something, and it's very elaborate. You might go to a lot of work so that people think something specific. And so what they're saying here is that people doubt that it could be a hoax, meaning that a hoax would be if someone made this fake book of 240 pages and put in a bunch of fake information so that people would think it was something special when it wasn't. And that would be a very elaborate lie because you have to go into creating a fake language and creating fake plants, and it would be a very detailed lie. So that would be a hoax. All right. Any other questions before we talk a little bit about this manuscript? Okay. So I'm going to start with Adela. Adela, do you believe that the manuscript is real? Do you think it's a hoax? And how do you think it came to be? Adela?
Yes. Do you hear
great,
me?
We can hear you. Yes, I can hear you now. So what do you think of this manuscript? Do you think it's a hoax? Do you think it's real? And how do you think it came to exist? Or what is it?
about what is mm, what is the mystery, unsolved mystery.
So
The
the
manuscript.
mystery, yeah, we have this book that nobody knows where it came from, and it's in a strange language describing plants that don't exist on Earth. So what do you think it is?
I think it's not real. I don't know.
So you think it's a hoax?
Yes, I think it's this is a hoax because I don't know exactly. I don't know, but it's strange for me.
All right. So you're a skeptic, Aka. Do you think it's a
Yes.
hoax or do you think it's real?
Kind of. Maybe it's not it's not. It's still a code, so I don't know. But maybe not so important. I'm not sure. Or it could be important, like Rosetta Stone.
Yeah, it could be important like that. All right. Anyone else want to give an opinion whether they think this is a total lie or if it's a real thing? Okay, we'll move on to the next one then. And the first few sentences, I'm going to ask Poom to read for us.
Yes.
Shroud.
Shroud of Turin. Most Catholics believe this shroud, a coarse used to wrap around a deceased person, had been placed on the body of Jesus Christ at his burial site. Mysteriously, the linen cloth carries an image of a crucified man who millions of people believe is Jesus.
Thank you very much. And the second half of this paragraph is for Jarek. Will you read it for us?
Scientists have yet to explain or replicate how the image was imprinted. Radiocarbon takes place its creation in the Middle Ages, although defenders of the shroud reject this. Some academics believe it was also known as the image of Edessa, a shroud reliably reported since the 4th century.
Thank you very much. And this time I'm going to ask Anatoly, do you think that the shroud is real or is it a hoax?
I think it is real. Of course, I can't be sure about it, but why not so many not known yet things in the world?
True, totally true. Okay, so you believe. And Artur, do you think it's true or a hoax?
Well, according to carbon analysis, I think it's hoax. Probably there existed a shroud of Turin that was reported since 4th century, but I think it was lost, and in Middle Ages Catholics required something to believe, so it was recreated.
Our skeptic. Thank you very much, Artur. Do you guys have any vocabulary questions from this paragraph? So there's a few bolded words that sometimes are tough: replicate, linen, and deceased. No questions on those words?
Linen or linen. Linen clothes carried.
What's the word that you have a question on?
The word, the second word of row 3.
Oh, linen. Yeah, what is linen? Does anybody know?
Yes, that's the type of clothes that's not cotton, but linen.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
So, what is it made of?
This is a tissue. Yes.
It's
Does anybody know
also a
what linen?
grown. That's
Huh?
grown.
It's from flax. It's woven from flax. So it has very thick fibers, and usually it's white or an off-white color. And
Yes, this is a plant. This is a tissue. This plant, no? Is
exactly.
more or less is not black. Is not white, but is a little cream, no?
Yeah, exactly. It's kind of like a creamish, light color. Not exactly white, but not exactly a dark color either. So this is all examples of linen. All right. Any other questions? No questions? Okay. Then we'll move on to the next one. And the first half of this paragraph, I'm going to ask Artur to read for us.
Okay. Allagash alien abductions. In 1976, 4 men were fishing at night together in Maine when they saw a bright object float towards them. What happened next is unknown. All men claimed to have no memory of the events that followed. They remember lighting a large fire on the lakeshore and then seeing it burned out a few moments later.
Oh, sorry. Thank you very much. And the second half of this paragraph is for Anatoly.
After the event, each man underwent regressive hypnosis and recounted the story of abduction and subjection to physical experiments. In the weeks that followed, each man claimed to have had dreams of an invasive and humiliating experience. The stories of all men passed a lie detector test, and psychiatrists reported that each man was mentally stable.
Thank you very much. Do you guys have any vocabulary questions on this paragraph?
Abduction. What does this mean?
Good question. Can anyone give us a good definition for the word abduction?
Kidnapping.
Kidnapping. Like being taken away for usually a short period of time. Okay. Any other? Humiliating?
Yeah.
Anyone have a good definition for the word humiliating?
A bad experience because the feeling to the person who was abducted is a bad. I don't explain, but
you're
it's
definitely
a
on
bad
the right
experience for the person because the other person does abduction has same things not good for the person.
Something really, really embarrassing.
Yes.
Exactly. All right. Any other questions? Okay. Then this time, I believe it's Tony's turn. Tony, do you believe that this abduction happened?
I don't know if this abduction happened, but I think that something strange happened. Mm, I don't know, maybe some test uh, of like FBI, CIA, these things.
So you don't really believe that it happens? It's a hoax?
Mm, yes, I think it helps.
All right. And next up is Warama. Will you tell us, do you think it's a hoax or if it's true?
Think is a hoax.
And why do you think it's a hoax?
I don't believe that is about abduction and the fires. I'm not sure, but I don't believe that.
All right. Fair enough. Fair enough. Okay. So the next paragraph, we only have a couple more. The next paragraph, I'm going to ask the first person, Biaka. Will you read that first part there?
Okay. Yeah, the Loch Ness Monster. Loch Ness Monster. Also, the earliest observation of this large creature comes from 565 AD. Modern interest in it was sparked by a 1933 sighting. A man and his wife apparently saw a most extraordinary form of animal about 4 feet high and 25 feet long cross the road in front of their car.
Thank you very much. And Adela, will you read the rest of it?
This monster, which apparently dwells in a large lake in Great Britain called Loch Ness, has been photographed and even videotaped as recently 2007. None of the picture or video, however, gives a clear view of the animal. Some people believe it is a dinosaur called the plesiosaur.
Thank you very much.
Plesiosaur.
Yeah, Plesiosaurus. Plesiosaur, I guess.
Plesiosaur.
All right. Thank you very much. And does anyone believe that this is true? Does anyone think that there's evidence? What do you think, Adela?
I think no, but when I went to the Scotland, my daughter, this is in the lock to see they try to see the monster, the Loch Ness monster. This is we stayed near the loch. This is your favorite activity is to see to the loch for the monster, but is not wasn't possible because I think it's a history, a local history, traditions, etc.
Definitely. Does anybody disagree with Adela? Does anyone think it's true? All right. Then we'll go on to the very... Oh, did we have any vocabulary questions on the last paragraph?
Yes, maybe loch is Scottish lake. And how does this does it pronounced in English?
Loch.
Loch.
Yeah, and you're right. It's the term for a body of water, like a lake.
Is a Scottish? Scottish word? Or no?
It is. I know that we use the word in English as well, but it's not very common. So let's see if we can find a good definition here. A loch is a lake. It's an arm of the sea, especially when narrow or partially landlocked. So it is a word that we use in English, but it comes from the Scottish, so it's not really common. We would usually just say lake.
Okay.
But I've heard of it before. All right, any other questions? Dwell, sparked?
And about the whales.
Dwells?
Well, the
word dwell. Does anybody? Yeah, it's hard to say, right?
Yeah.
Does anyone have a good definition for the word dwell?
Well.
Some synonyms would be to live or to habitate. So when they say this monster apparently dwells in a large lake, it means that he lives in the large lake. And usually, I would say it's a little bit more maybe calm. If someone dwells somewhere, you know that they've been there for a very long time. Let's find a good definition. To live at a specific place, or yeah, to live at a specific place. Or sometimes you might say dwell if you think about something too much. That's definition number 2. I could say, like, if something bad happened to me and I was sad for a week, someone might say, okay, you have to stop dwelling on it. Don't dwell on this bad event that occurred. So you can use it to say, talking about living somewhere, which is how we're using it now in this paragraph. But you could also use it to say that you're thinking about something bad.
Okay, thank you.
Any other vocabulary questions? Before we move on to the last one. Some pretty weird video game noises happening right now. All right. The last one, let's see if I can split this one in half. This one's really difficult to split in half, so I'm not going to do it. Warima, will you read it for us?
Okay. Reign of speed. Reign of seas. A man in Southampton, England, was alarmed when hundreds of mustard and cheese coated in a jelly-like substance began falling onto his home and in his garden. A similar phenomenon occurred the following day, except with corn, pear, and bean seeds that seemed to have fallen from the heaven above. All in all, the man and his 2 neighbors endured a total of 25 bombardments of similar items from the sky. A police investigation could not pinpoint the source of the objects.
Thank you very much. Do you guys have any vocabulary questions?
All in all.
All in all. What's that expression mean? Does anybody know?
In one word?
Yeah, okay. That's getting close. Some kind of summary. Maybe not in one word, but when we say all in all, we mean like after everything was done, this is the summation of what happened. So it's like the summary or the conclusion.
The same as after all?
Yes, very similar to after all. As a phrase. Any other vocabulary questions?
Pinpoint.
Pinpoint. All right. What do you guys think? What does pinpoint mean?
Figure out?
Uh-huh. Like find a direct cause.
Mhm.
So they could not pinpoint the source of the objects. They could not find the cause of this bombardment.
This is the idiom or not?
The word pinpoint?
Yeah, idiom or not?
Not really, because it's just one word. So an idiom is usually an expression that we use, but pinpoint is just a vocabulary word.
Okay.
Any other questions? Okay, so let's see. Tony, do you believe this? Do you believe all these things were falling from the sky?
It's a very strange thing. I don't believe it.
You
But,
don't believe it? Why not?
I can't explain it.
That's why it's an unsolved mystery, I guess.
Yes.
All right. Poom, what do you think? True or hoax?
I think it's a hoax.
You think it's a hoax too. Why do you think it's a hoax?
I don't know, but I think it's just impossible.
All right. And Jarek, what do you think? Hoax or true?
I think it might be true because I think they're far away and there might be a hurricane who took the seeds. I think then the hurricane disappeared and then just falls the seeds.
Yeah, I can see that. I agree. I think it might be true. It sounds pretty realistic. All right. Any last questions on what we read today before we move on to the vocabulary? Okay. So then on the next page, all of those bold words from what we read are here for you guys to write a definition if you want. I think we already talked about most of these vocabulary words, but if you guys have questions on any of them, any of the words listed here, definitely ask now. Do you guys remember all of these words that we talked about? All right, I'm going to assume that you guys are masters of them. And in a sec, we'll write some sentences. First, we're going to talk about idioms. A shroud of, I shroud something in something. So there's a shroud of secrecy surrounding the report. His family background is shrouded in mystery. Both phrases are used figuratively to say that something is covered or wrapped in something that marks it hard to see, that makes it hard to see. The most common collocation is shroud of secrecy, or that something is shrouded in secrecy. So just an idiom from what we read, a shroud, shrouded in secrecy, is a kind of a common idiom. Any questions on that idiom?
No.
All right. Then we're going to write some sentences now, and I'm going to assign you each a set of words for you guys to use. The first one is an example, government and uprising. The government plans to crush the uprising. And the first group of words, genius and decipher, I'm going to ask Adela to write a sentence for.
Okay.
And Aka, you get recount and hoax. The next set, linen and deceased, would be for Anatoly. Artur, you get computers and replicate. The next set, abduction and humiliating, is for Jarek. Poom, you have spark and interest.
Okay.
Set dwell and cave is for Tony. And Warma, you have pinpoint and location. So each of you write a sentence for the words that you got. And if you finish your sentence early and you are just sitting around, write a sentence for one of the last two, all in all or shroud. So we have a couple idioms here, or a couple common expressions. And if you finish your first sentence, write one using those. All right, we already have a couple ready. He recounted about a hoax enthusiastically. Good sentence. We don't need the preposition about. You could just say he recounted a hoax enthusiastically.
Okay.
Other than that, it's excellent. And scientists are trying to replicate human brains using computers. Awesome. Kind of a sci-fi sentence there, Arthur. It's great.
Thank you.
So you two can go ahead and write a new one for the last two if you like, while we keep reading. He is a very strange person. Someone tell him he dwells in a cave. Okay. Good. I'm a little confused on the second sentence. Someone told me he dwells in a cave? That would make more sense. Okay, someone tells him? It's a little confusing to say. So if you say someone tells him he dwells in a cave, well, it would make more sense to say told me. Someone told me. There we go. That would make the most sense. Someone told me he dwells in a cave. Thank you, Tony. Great sentence. And you're welcome to write one more for the second two, or the last two, that is, the idioms, while we wait for some more sentences. All right. My friend is a genius. He can be to decipher every Wi-Fi password. It seems a decryptor machine.
Decryptor
Awesome.
is, I think, is a mistake, no? Or is correct, decryptor.
No, that's a good. I think that part of the sentence is great. There is maybe one or two mistakes, though. So it would be better to say he can decipher. We don't need the extra couple words there, be and to. He can decipher. And instead of it, we would say he, because, of course, we're talking about a person, right? So he seems a decipher machine. All right, excellent. Next up, people believe that it is the linen cloth of deceased philosopher. Thank you, Anatoly.
It was a sad task.
Difficult. And we would probably want to say the deceased philosopher, or maybe a deceased philosopher, but we need some kind of article there before deceased philosopher. Other than that, it's perfect. Thank you.
Thank you.
The reason for this abduction of Mr. X's daughter is that Mr. X, or Mrs., has humiliated the criminal before. Ooh, interesting. Kind of a CSI situation. So, as long as you change that second to Mr. something, Mr. X. Mr. X has humiliated the criminal before. It's a wonderful sentence. Perfect. Thanks, Jarek. And one more in the Verbling chat box. All in all, the experience was beneficial. Perfect. Great sentence, Aka. And this is a pinpoint that you can fix any problem and anywhere. Interesting. What do you mean by that, Warima? So that sentence is a little bit strange because the word pinpoint means to find something. It's usually, well, it's always used as a verb, not a noun, so you used it as a noun here. Try again and use that as a verb. And it means like to find the cause of something, or to find. And the last one we have here, hackers are deciphered genius. What do you mean by that, Adela? So first, since we're talking about plural, we would definitely say geniuses, plural there. Hackers are deciphering geniuses. How about that? They're deciphering geniuses. That would make a little more sense. Oops, sorry, I misspelled it. There we go. Makes more sense because that would be an adjective. They are deciphering geniuses. And the interest in aliens was sparked when a man said he saw a UFO fly over his house. Excellent. So that would be a UFO. And fly we can use in the present, or because we're saying he saw it fly. If you say he saw it flied, it doesn't make sense because we've conjugated two of those verbs there. All right. Awesome sentences, guys. I have another class coming up right now, and it's about giving advice. We'll be talking a little bit and giving some special advice. So if you guys are interested, I'd love to see you again now. Otherwise, I'll see you again another time. Thank you, everyone, for joining class today.
Bye.
Thank you very much.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Bye.